Most lives are not destroyed by failure. They are destroyed by hesitation, by a mind that keeps one foot in desire and the other in doubt, by people who wait for certainty in a world that only rewards decision. Listen carefully, because this is the truth few ever confront. The moment you truly decide, life rearranges itself around that decision. Not before, not halfway. Only when the mind stops negotiating with fear. A decided mind is rare. That is why success is rare. Most people want results, but they want them without commitment. They want clarity without responsibility. They want change, but they refuse to draw a line between who they were and who they are becoming. And so they drift. They drift through years, through jobs, through relationships, through dreams they once spoke about with fire, but now mention with embarrassment. History does not remember drifters. History remembers men and women who decided. When Thomas Edison decided he would harness light, the world did not applaud. It laughed. When Henry Ford decided to build an affordable automobile for the masses, experts told him it was impossible. When Andrew Carnegie decided that organized thought could create industrial empires, he was dismissed as unrealistic. But none of that mattered, because decision is not an opinion. It is a command. And once the command is given, the mind begins to work in your favor instead of against you. Indecision fractures power. A divided mind leaks energy, but a decided mind becomes magnetic. It pulls ideas, people, opportunities, and resources toward it. Napoleon Hill called this definiteness of purpose, the starting point of all achievement. Not wishing, not hoping, not trying, deciding. The decided mind does not ask, "What if I fail?" It asks, "What must I learn?" It does not wait for permission from society, family, or circumstance. It understands that clarity is born from movement, not waiting. Purpose sharpens focus. Focus creates discipline. Discipline creates momentum, and momentum silences doubt. Look closely at your life, and you will see this law everywhere. Where you are decisive, progress flows. Where you hesitate, stagnation grows. Your income, your habits, your confidence, your results, they all trace back to the same root: the quality of your decisions. A decided mind wakes up with direction. It does not scroll endlessly through distractions. It does not drown itself in noise. It knows what matters and what does not. Vision simplifies life. When you know where you are going, you stop arguing with obstacles. You move through them. Belief follows decision, not the other way around. People wait to believe before they decide, but belief is strengthened by action. Every small action taken in alignment with your decision sends a message to your subconscious. This is who we are now. And the subconscious responds by adjusting your behavior, your perception, your confidence. This is why discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect in action. It is the daily reinforcement of a decision already made. Fortunes are not built in moments of excitement. They are built in quiet hours when no one is watching, when motivation fades and only commitment remains. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Abraham Lincoln lost elections, businesses, and years of progress. But their decisions were not tied to immediate results. They were tied to identity. They decided who they were long before the world agreed. Gratitude strengthens decision. It anchors the mind in abundance instead of fear. A grateful mind sees resources instead of obstacles. It recognizes progress even when the destination feels distant. Gratitude is not passive. It is fuel. It reminds you that you are already moving, already growing, already becoming. Adaptability protects the decided mind from arrogance. Decision does not mean rigidity. It means clarity of direction with flexibility in method. The goal remains fixed, the path adjusts. Every setback becomes feedback. Every delay becomes preparation. Resilience is not toughness. It is persistence guided by learning. The decided mind studies. It observes. It refines. It does not blame. It does not complain. It asks better questions. How can I improve? What skill must I develop? Who must I become to handle the next level? Growth is intentional. Mastery is deliberate. Most people never reach their potential, not because they lack talent, but because they lack resolve. They start, stop, doubt, restart, and exhaust themselves without ever committing fully. But the moment you decide fully, deeply, without a retreat, something inside you hardens. Standards rise, excuses fall away, identity shifts, and once identity shifts, behavior follows, effortlessly. You begin to act like the person who already owns the future you are building. You speak differently. You choose differently. You tolerate less. You expect more from yourself. The world responds accordingly. A decided mind is dangerous, not to others, but to limitations. It refuses to be defined by the past. It refuses to bow to fear disguised as logic. It understands that fortune favors those who choose a direction and walk it relentlessly. This is how fortunes are really built, not by luck, not by privilege, not by shortcuts, but by a mind that has chosen and refuses to turn back.